The Epstein files, the latest revelations in the 3 million plus dump of documents and photographs, is an out and out disaster for monarchy. All anybody's interested in is Andrew on all fours and otherwise, and the royal response to this disaster. But guess what? We're not going to get a response. Charles, His Majesty, does not reply to hecklers, and nor will there be a pronouncement from the palace. As a constitutional monarchy, he's protected to an extent, the king, because he's not expected to give his opinion on legal proceedings either at home or abroad. Some would say, well, aren't they letting Andrew's move surreptitious in the dead of night away from the massive royal lodge to a more modest farmhouse in Sandringham, Norfolk? Aren't they letting that do the talking? You know, here's his punishment. But for many, it simply isn't enough. For example, our Prime Minister Keir Starmer shooting from the hip last weekend, making it very clear that he felt in order to be victim-centred, Andrew should testify. And JD Vance over in America echoed Keir Starmer's thoughts, all of which thoroughly displeased the monarchy. They hadn't been consulted by Keir Starmer, and they don't want Andrew to give evidence. The problem is, we know and they know that Andrew's loose with the truth. The last time he was platformed was on BBC Newsnight in 2019 when interviewed by Emily Maitlis. So they don't want him to give evidence in front of a congressional committee that would expose him to lying under oath and therefore potentially risk him being imprisoned. Because if you lie under oath in America, you end up in the clink. And in a weekend when the king is desperate to promote his Finding Harmony new environmental Amazon Prime documentary, you can be rest assured that's well down the pecking order of priorities among the general public. The truth is, it's a problem, a festering sore that isn't going to go away. A second police investigation has been opened, and while briefly some of the fire and attention has been drawn away from Andrew because of the despicable goings-on between Peter Mandelson and Epstein, you can be rest assured that in the longer term, as long as Andrew resides in Britain, and that is, by the way, for the foreseeable, he's going to be an unresolved problem for monarchy.